what are your thoughts on like auto grading as well as normal grading?
So the auto grading versus non-auto
Yeah.
grading. So with PSA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So PSA is very okay. So it's not like a double-edged sword. So if the autograph looks perfect, send it in for grading. A
Yeah.
PSA 1010 will usually up the value of the card. Like if a PSA 10 of a card's worth $500, but you have a 10 autograph, it'll up about like 10 to 20% the value. So yes, do it if the autograph is perfect. However, if you think the autograph even has the smallest smudge or the smallest streak in it, or if the autograph is running off the card, do not do it. Because so the way I look at grading an autograph, getting a 10 on an autograph, it'll up the value of the card about 10%. But if the card comes back a PSA 10 with a 9 autograph, it'll diminish the value by 30 to 40%. So because of that,
Yeah.
make sure that autograph is perfect. It's not, yeah, that's how autograph grading works, essentially, to answer your question.
Yeah. My other question was, like I've got a bankroll, but
Okay.
this card's in perfect condition. Should I spend it all on this one card and grade it?
What's your bankroll?
Or like buy multiple? For Australian, it's like 3,000. So probably like 2K US.
2K US? No, that's a terrible idea. So, yeah, very bad
You don't
idea.
think I should buy the one?
What card is it?
It's a Paolo.
No, don't.
It's a low numbered Prism Paolo.
No, I would not. So, is your goal like what's your goal? Is your goal to make like a side income with sports cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not do that. So if you have $2,000 US, your money. So okay, so like more expensive cards are harder to grade because when you're buying cards for like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, you're dealing with a different type of person, and usually the people like that usually grade cards. So I think we lost him. But to answer his question, so buying cards at like $100, $200, you're dealing with people that are just breaking open packs and boxes, just having fun. These people don't even want to grade cards. So a much higher percent of those cards that are $100 are actually going to grade, number one. Number two, when you get them graded, you're able to sell it to the average collector. There's much more demand for these players. These cards are like $300. So your profit margins on a card that's $100 usually going to be higher than a card that's $1,000, the profit margin percentage. So if you buy a card for $100, you might be able to sell it as a PSA 10 for $300. So you're tripling your money. I think we lost you, Elvis.
Yeah, so I think
I was in the middle of answering your question. But to answer your question, you're better off buying cards in that $50, $100, $200 range because it's much easier to grade cards that are much cheaper because buying cards that are more expensive, usually you're dealing with people that know what they're doing. They're not really going to give you great deals, etc. And you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. You know, you want to play the numbers game. Like sports cards, grading sports cards is an amazing game because if it gets a 9, you break even or maybe lose a little bit of money, but if it grades a 10, you make a lot of money. So you want to be able to grade like 60 to 70% of the cards and get it to be a 10. So to answer your question, I would not if it was me.
I've got one last thing I just thought of.
Go for it.
What's your thoughts on cracking a 9.5 BGS into a, like, regrading it into a PSA side?
So I've done so have you bought it yet? Or you have the card on you already?
No, but like there's a Kobe rookie and it's at a really good price.
The problem is it's going to be hard to get a Kobe rookie to get a PSA 10. You want to make sure if the card gets a PSA 9, you're going to break even.
Yeah.
That's the key. If a PSA 9 is going to lose you half your money, I wouldn't. Because even if the card looks like it's in perfect condition, PSA is just hard with those cards because they just want to control the population report. So because of that, I would probably not, but it's just the numbers need to make sense. Like if the BGS 9.5 is $1,000 and a PSA 9 is $900, but a PSA 10 is $3,000, then I would. Then the numbers make sense. But if a Beckett 9.5 is $2,000, a PSA 9 is $1,000, and a PSA 10 is $3,000, I would not.
So thanks, guys.
All right, Elvis. Thanks for calling in.
See ya.